Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be making a little rant about one of the few titular characters in One Piece, Trafalgar D. Waterlaw. So, if you haven't read or watched One Piece, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here. Don't watch this video. Major spoilers. Go read One Piece. That's it. Alright, so I want to shit on Law for a little bit. Not shit on his character per se. His character is fine. I get it. He's the Surgeon of Death, Mr. Edgy Boy. Uh, he's cool, okay? He's popular. I get it. I don't care about that. I care about his really vague powers. uh, Listen, and that's very true. They're incredibly vague. His OP no Mi, and also incredibly OP. And Oda has just recently been doing these crazy things with him, and they don't make any sense. Cause let's just go back to like pre-time skip, back to when he was introduced in Sabudi. Yeah, okay. We only knew a few things about him and what he could do. He had like three abilities max. Okay, he could make his room his first ability, and now he can operate anything in that room. Let's look at the room. The room is like only 5 to 10 meters in diameter or whatever. It's not that big. All right, it's got a small range. That's okay. But now he what's so crazy is he was already OP, right? So his other ability was shamble. So when he cuts someone, he can. Well, he doesn't have to. He can just transport instantly whatever's in his room. It doesn't matter what it is, like organic matter or inorganic matter. You can switch them all at any time, any place within his room. That's incredibly hacks. Instant teleportation with no restraints other than whatever's in the room. That's insane. All right. His other ability of just cutting people, them receiving no damage, and then being able to, switch them apart in his room anywhere he wants and attach them to things. That's also crazy. Like, how do you have to? I don't know how to beat that. That's OP. It's OP, and you stay that way forever, unless Law decides to untact you. It's insane. Now, he also has a sub ability of being able to bypass durability. That's insane for One Piece too, because obviously One Piece characters have hockey, and he could just bypass that as long as his hockey's stronger. Whatever that means. I don't know how you'd quantify whose hockey is stronger than who, other than the like basal statements made by other characters. That's the only way, really. But that's insane. He could just bypass durability. How do you beat that? It's already OP. That's already pretty insane. Oda didn't have to like dramatically increase his power to and give him these other weird abilities. Alright, so if we go after time skip, when we see him at Punk Hazard, he's dramatically stronger. In 2 years, his range of his room has eclipsed like an entire mountain range. Fuck, that's insane. Remember, it was only 5 to 10 meters pre-time skip. Now it's eclipsing mountains. Oh, holy shit! What happened, Law? How did you do that? Jesus, it's huge, and he has the strength to cut an entire mountain in half. Wow, it's brilliant. At least the top side of like this mountain. It's not clear just how big this mountain is. This mountain range he like obliterates, but it's obviously fucking huge, and that's the point. He also has another new slew of abilities, like being able to precisely use his scalpel ability to cut open someone's heart. They don't take damage, obviously, but now he could use the heart. He can like touch it and squeeze it, and that will hurt the person. It's more precise. It's like an uh, way of using just his sword to shamble his opponent. It's not using tact, but that doesn't matter. He also has this other new ability being able to now shamble the souls of people within his room. This is ridiculous. I don't even know how I need to explain why this is ridiculous. He could shamble your soul into another person's soul, so that you're switching your souls between bodies. And the people in those bodies, their combat ability is dramatically like worsened. So we've only seen this ability once. Oda hasn't used it again. Y'all wonder why? Because it's so fucking OP. It'd be crazy if you could just switch out Kaido's soul with I don't know, some kind of animal, right? Some lizard on the ground or something. How easy that would be. And he could switch it with anyone, any person, and animal, I guess too, because Chopper was there when he did it. He switched Chopper's soul with Frankie's. Oh god, he has so many abilities. And then we skip a little bit forward. He has the Gamma Knife, and I guess he's got Jolt too. Those ones make sense. Some of these abilities make sense, okay? Because he is in an operating room, being able to, I don't know, control the whole room as he does. I guess that makes sense. It's still vague. His Jolt ability makes sense because that's like the defibrillator of an operating room. His Gamma Knife, uh, sort of makes sense. Being able to like destroy your opponent's organs on a cellular level. It's a little crazy. I don't think he needed that. Not like it did much anyway to Doflamingo. We're gonna get into why his ability is like even more vague now. We're gonna get into heavy spoilers, okay? In the last few fights of the manga, he's been fighting Big Mom with Captain Kid, Eustace, and his new abilities make no sense. His awakened abilities. K Room allows him to imbue Room on just an object that he has, so he uses it on his sword. Now he has the ability to just like Room is the ability of Room is now attached to his sword, so he has all those abilities that he could use, plus more. Also, he just seems to be able to grow matter onto the sword, and it just grows in length somehow. That doesn't make sense. I'm just confused about that. Just because he can now use room on his sword, I don't understand why that means he can extend his sword. You know, because he's just making matter out of nowhere. You know, that doesn't make sense. His worst ability, I think, is the R room, where now he can just use Rocinante's ability and make a room completely silent from anyone, and no one can hear them inside that room. This is all crazy stuff. My point is Law is too strong, and his ability is so vague. Oda can literally make anything happen to it because it's based off the operating room of a doctor's ward. So what? If there's a fire hydrant in that doctor's ward or that doctor's room, can Law now like make his room cold, on his opponents? Cause he create gas now in the doctor's room? It can be an examination room too. You could do so many like weird abstract things that are really vague just because of the concept that the Opie Opie no Mi is the operating room. It's crazy. I don't like it at all. It's not good. It's kind of lazy. Cause Oda can make Law do anything at any time, and you know it could either make sense or not make sense with the confounds of his ability. And it's just kind of lazy. I like Law. It doesn't make sense that also he has his awakened abilities now because he was having trouble fighting Doflamingo. I know it was years ago, but in the context of the story, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, being able not to like beat Doflamingo to now beating Big Mom with Kid is kind of stupid. We didn't see him train at all. Where did he have time to learn Awakening? Why didn't he use it before? Yeah, it's really annoying. That's pretty annoying too. All right. I think my rant is done. Listen, I still like Law. I just don't like his abilities. They're annoying. They don't make sense. Too vague. And that's it, guys. See ya.